This is Chellz here with Black Hollywood Live, and I just came from the actual screening and premiere. So, guys, the show was amazing. Let me start by saying that I learned so much in that episode, just about people and even myself watching that.
Of course.
So, I wanted to ask you, what compelled you? You are an author. You are a relationship expert.
Yeah.
What made you say at this point, let's do a show?
Right. Well, I mean, Oprah Winfrey came to me and said, hey, we have this show. Do you want to do it? I was like, yeah, I do.
Right.
Yeah. But I have to say, the premise of the show was so compelling to me because it's really about couples who are in love, and the next step is the altar. So the stakes are really high, and then they have to deal with this obstacle. And it's sort of like, isn't that what every couple deals with? It's like you're in love, there's challenges, and the question is, can you resolve the challenges that come your way? And as we can see, some couples do and some couples don't.
It's very true.
But one of the things that we were talking about earlier is, one of the things is that the show really defines what is a successful relationship, because successful is when you really committed to who you are, and the other person really commits to who they are. And if that's no longer a match after you have really decided, you know what, I know who I am, and if the relationship falls apart as a result of that, then that's actually a happy ending.
Okay, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. But I think, do you think sometimes people come into the situations not really knowing who they are, and does that play such a big effect on?
Well, that's always the case. People always come into a relationship at whatever level of self-awareness that they come in, and then the relationship helps you grow. That's why relationships actually are a spiritual path. And it's up or you'll bounce right out of it. And I think if anybody who's been around dating and relationships for a while, you know that at the end of the day, when relationships don't last, it's because you grew apart at some level, or at some level you were not a match.
And it does kind of put you in a position where you're like, okay, I learned something.
Yes.
Now I want to grow.
Yes.
Had that not happened, I probably wouldn't have known that I hate X, Y, and Z, or
that I needed to grow in this particular way, because you can always blame the other person and be like, okay, thank you, next. But then you're just gonna go into the next relationship and still be you.
That's true.
So we always have to look at the ending of a relationship as an opportunity to understand more about who we are and where we need to grow. So that we don't go into the next relationship and repeat the whole thing. It's not just about finding the right person, it's about being the right person.
That's really good. So at what point in your life did you say, hey, I'm actually kind of good at this? Did friends come to you?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what point did you start to ask yourself these questions? I'm like, well, round about the time of my third marriage, breaking up, I was like, maybe I need to do some work on myself. I wonder if it's me.
No, it's not me. It's all them.
It's all them.
Right?
It's that I'm too fabulous. That's what it is.
Really what it is.
Yeah.
That's usually the most case scenario. No one can handle me. So
that's right. Because I'm just too awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
But what made you say, I'm going to be an expert?
Yeah. I did not go, oh, let me get a card printed up that says Tracy McMillan, relationship expert. In fact, I didn't really start calling myself a relationship expert until after I went on Oprah's Super Soul Sunday. And I'm like, look, if Oprah's saying I'm an expert, maybe I'm an expert. But the way I look at it is just, I was helping people. So I'd gone through all these relationship trials and tribulations. I had done a lot of work on myself to grow in these areas. I had started to succeed in growing in the way I was engaging in relationship, and being a healthier person in relationship, learning how to love myself more. And then it just would be that I would be in a conversation with somebody at work, and they'd be like, wow, that really helped me. And so little by little it started to grow, and then pretty soon people would be like, can I have my friend call you?
Oh my God.
And then I'd be taking her call, and then I wrote a thing that went viral, and that's really where it kind of blew up. But I had been basically helping people with their relationships informally for probably 10 years by the time that happened.
So basically it was purpose. Do you feel like it was
100%. That's 100%. And it's been revealed. Your purpose is not inside of a fortune cookie. Do you know what I mean? I always feel like your purpose is going to come out of the places where you have had the most challenges.
Oh, that's good.
And as you grow through your own challenges, that becomes a place where you're going to help others.
Okay.